We're almost to the end of Dick Tracy's adventure. Today, he faces the Devil in White on Riffin with Doggans. Sure, Dick Tracy's fine, but I'm spoiled for heroes now that I've spent time with Ned Day and Marion Ladowig. Oh, I wish that I could be Richard Tracy. J. Lawrence Wickland on the bridge. His name is my name, too. Do you think this serial shares a universe with the TV series Alcatraz? Rest in peace, Sam Neill. Based on a baffling hyperfixation of the guy from Bugsy. Winston Miller, that Winston Miller. Francis X. Bushman, the man with the power of a Francis X. Bush. Oh, I wish that I could be Richard Beachy. Okay, I'm done with that. Chapter 14, The Devil in White, in which Dick Tracy takes down H.H. Holmes. Ah, we're finally getting into the villain's inner anxieties. We're humanizing the man who isn't human. Well, he sent Kraft to do it, but sure, why not? Middle management takes the credit. He continues his effort by running away from the fight and advising against plans off camera. Sure, I give up. They're just helpers. The whole agency revolves around Dick. Junior and Mike discover a card that leads them to the place they already knew the gang frequents. Wait, did she? She was just kinda there while Steve figured it out. She didn't even make a phone call this time. If you surprise a lame one, you may be imprisoned aboard a burning ship, so don't complain about giving a mouse a cookie. Our situation has not improved.
Water as fast as you can.
As fast as I can? Well, I think I can actually swim faster than this boat can go, but I don't think that'll be helpful to you. I'm getting seasick and overheated from this shot. I gotta get away from this fire and towards the other one. No, and me without any shrimp to throw in this Barbie. Man, I'd hate to see Dick's dry cleaning bill. Oh, right, I forgot how good I am at untying myself.
I can't get very close to that fire. You've got to. Dick Tracy's aboard that ship.
Sacrifice your own safety for the most important man in America, you jerk. Man, I wish I could see this in IMAX like Nolan intended. Ah, it's his last day as a Disneyland cast member. Sir, please remain in the boat until we dock, sir? Sir? Seeing what's going on is overrated.
You all right, boss? Yes, but it's mighty hot up there. Head for the big pier. That's the nearest way home. There we was.
Meanwhile, Robert Benchley teaches Clarence Nash how to play a dragon.
Men was all around us. And me, I was right behind Mr. Tracy, protecting him. When all of a sudden, just like a bolt of thunder, 6 men jumped on us.
Steven Seagal pitching his next movie.
Say, it takes more than 6 men to scare me. Well, I already had 3 of them down. And I was getting ready to tackle the 4th one when 6 more of them jumped on me.
Anyway, that's why I stuttered on the radio.
Coming right at us.
Well, how many did that make, Mike?
Huh? Oh, 22.
Oh.
Now, as I was saying...
Well, I only count 12.
Now, don't interrupt me, Junior. And then what did you do, Mr. McGurk?
Oh, these guys.
I know that something had to be done real quick, or else they'd get Mr. Tracy.
Mike McGurk.
That's your name. It's been bugging me all day.
Mr. Otis. Mr. Potter.
Well, here I am again, always turning up like a bad penny.
Why, not at all, Mr. Odette. You're always welcome, you know that.
Thank
But we hope you'll explain who you are someday.
Mr. Tracy's brother.
Not a thing. Gordon's disappearance remains as much a mystery as ever.
Well, I suppose we'll just have to keep on hoping for the best.
It's easy to be nonchalant when it's not my brother.
By the way, whatever happened to that engraver? The one the spider's ring tried to kill when he refused to make the counterfeit plates for him.
Why, nothing that I know of. He's probably still in the hospital.
That was a most amazing case. How Mr. Tracy rescued him and almost lost his own life doing it.
That all goes with the job of a G-man, Mr. Odette.
Yes, I suppose it does.
As opposed to my job, which is just to, oh, hey, look at the time.
Glad to.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye, Mr. Fox.
Goodbye.
And now the hospital trapped inside a box. To get inside, you slide the whole building open.
Ring took you to, Mr. Calder.
Dick interrogates Darkman.
Well, when my mind became clearer...
Is he ADR'd or is he talking to Dick telepathically?
Blindfold. The walls were paneled to the floor.
Must have been a rather large house to have paneled walls.
Dick Tracy, real estate reviewer.
The people.
I was afraid to try, but I did see a large black cat in the room.
My God, he was kidnapped by the
Man
Spellmans.
walking. It sounded like he was lame.
Could you see his feet?
Described him in detail. Oh, hi, my pants are on.
Hello, Doctor. Glad to see you, Mr. Tracy. Well, we're losing our patient today.
How's that?
Mr. Calder's family are anxious to have him at home. They called me again just now, and I agreed to let him go this afternoon on one condition.
They let me come too. I'm very lonely.
Not to be removed until I say so.
That suits me.
They're sending a car for you at 3 o'clock. I'll leave word at the desk to have you ready.
Doctor, could I see you alone in your office for a few minutes?
Why, yes, of course. I'll be in my office.
I'll see you there in about 10 minutes.
Okay, see you in my office. In a few minutes. Office. Minutes.
Miss Jennings, there will be a car here for Mr. Calder at 3 o'clock. Please see that he's ready.
Yes, doctor. That's the patient in 404?
404. Patient not found. Anyway, just keep eavesdropping, creepy janitor. You're dressed in white, so you can't possibly be the devil. Oh, for God's sake, that Daily Planet reporter left his clothes in here. All right, give me my future, Miss Cleo. Ah, it's a rotary transition, too. Pepe Le Pew Man.
Hello? They're gonna take Calder out of here at 3 o'clock.
Stand by and keep watch. Report immediately if there is any change in the time.
Turns out he's only wearing mismatched shoes because his dog chewed up the other one.
So they're taking Calder home at 3 o'clock.
Wait, boss, were you eavesdropping on the other line? What the
They're
hell?
calling for him at 3 o'clock. But they'll never take him home.
He can check out any time he likes, but he can never leave.
Spider, and no man has ever borne that mark and lived.
Well, that is very true, but...
If you don't count Death Valley Johnny and Dick himself.
It will serve as a warning to Dick Tracy that the spider never sleeps.
Very true, only it is too bad that we must abandon our plan to have him make the counterfeit plates. Coulter is such an expert engraver.
But he has already refused.
And it is also very true, my dear God.
Everything is very true. The truth is extreme all around.
Wherein a man's nature and his mind were completely changed by a simple little operation.
I seem to have a vague recollection of hearing or reading such a case.
It happened to a really, really ugly guy, right?
The operation was on the brain.
There is nothing strange about that.
It happens to a lot of
Cases
brains.
have always received considerable publicity. You undoubtedly read of it in the newspaper.
He was the subject of an arc on High and
Believe
Lois.
such an operation would bend Calder to our will?
I know it would.
Then it shall be done. There is just time to countermand my previous plan and make new arrangements.
I need to cancel my reservation for Din Tai
Calder will be
Fung.
here.
Meanwhile, back in the title screen, every building in Frisco just slides open, huh?
Unthinkable idea ever heard. I won't allow it. As a matter of fact, I positively forbid it.
But you can't forbid it, Clive. It's our one sure chance to trap the spider.
Good Lord, Dick, if anything should happen.
Nothing can happen.
It's a Republic serial. Things don't happen in those. Oh, he's gonna do something really stupid. Mike McGurk, a danger to himself and others.
You're a lot of help. Well, I got the map, didn't I?
Now they have the map. Okay, that Last Crusade connection was a stretch.
Now, let's see.
Water cooler back there looks like Tom Servo's uncle.
We throw ring of our department cars with their two-way radio completely encircling the hospital. If the spider ring shows up to get colder, as I expect, their car will be spotted by one of our guards and its description immediately broadcast to all the other cars.
What with so many cars following Dick?
Well, we'll
Only
call
one of our
54B.
cars following the spiders at a time. The others will be on roads paralleling the route.
Oh, I get the idea. Then there'll be a net around the spider car all the time.
And if they turn off into another road, the other cars will be immediately notified over the two-way radio, and one of them will take up the trail.
I wonder what gasoline
That way,
tastes
no matter
like.
how often the spider's car changes its course, a different car will be following it.
I gosh, that's a good idea, Chief. They lead us to that spider's hangout without even knowing that we're following them.
That's what I hope they'll do.
It's a perfect setup, Dick, but
Needs a punchline.
now is, will the spider make the attempt to get Coulter?
They need those counterfeit plates, and you can bank on it. The spider will try again to force Coulter to make them.
You sure? They've abandoned more complicated schemes than this before, like schemes that involved cooperation with foreign governments. The fun transitions are too high risk to visit the hospital, I guess.
This is that third-degree burn case, Miss Jennings.
I didn't even see the first or second one. Well, it's better than another boring lecture from Dr. Wade. Man, this room is just full of devils in white.
You may go now, Miss Jennings. This nurse will be all the help I'll need.
I'm a first draft Paul Lind. Hey, it's the Galloping Goose. Jim, we've been parked here for 6 hours and you haven't kissed me yet. As ambulance driver, it is my legal right to block these other cars and inconvenience them for as many hours as I feel like.
Hey, you're not by any chance worrying about me, are you?
Yeah, I need you to sign my paychecks.
I am a bit anxious.
Harold Lloyd is Dan Levy in the Steve Allen story.
This is here for Mr. Coulter.
Mr. Coulter's all ready to leave. He's in room 404.
Thank you.
Yeah, I see it, janitor. You don't need to signal it to me.
All right, Mr. Coulter, the ambulance is here.
I recognize that voice, Miss Andrews. That's one of the spider's men.
It's either Andrew Garfield, Josh Keaton, or Reeve Carney. Yeah, real subtle signal there.
There's the signal.
Stand by, everyone. Jackson calling.
Jackson Park Express calling. Suspect just looked at me in a way that asked, did you have a nose job or something? I feel fine talking about peace of mind. Now, you've been through a lot, so I'm just gonna shove you into this car. So, who's feeling Del Taco?
Jackson reporting.
Proceeding to offer my old Hewlett-Packard printer. It still works, kinda.
Stop rolling.
Wow, they gotta fix that dip in the road. Oh, all my police stuff fell out of my car. Hey, wait till I get in the car before you start driving. Montage guest directed by Jam Handy.
I don't see why we got to stick behind all the rest of them. I'm getting tired of being last all the time.
Well, no use taking any chances on the spider's men recognizing us, Mike.
They've seen every episode of Petticoat Junction. They'll definitely recognize you. A community theater Boo Radley.
Here's the description of the car. A white ambulance. No distinguishing marks. Speed 30.
Weird that the car has a windshield wiper on the door.
Boulevard. Jackson.
Driving out to the country to collect deer ticks in a Ziploc baggie.
Here it is.
You gonna mark where the G-Man cars are, Mr. Anderson?
Sure thing, Junior.
Also, why are you here? This is our first time interacting.
The spider's car's right between them.
I take a little bit of comfort in knowing that none of these cars have Grant Gardner in them, even though I have to keep reminding myself that at this point. Okay, so no Del Taco. What about Sonic? We don't have to leave the car if we eat there.
That car in back of us seems to be sticking on our tail.
It's a literal ambulance chaser.
I'll turn off the Chester.
And Hester's Dinorama? No, anything but that.
Follow.
Right. False alarm. He went right by.
Car just turned into Chester Boulevard.
Based on cartoon strip by Chester Boulevard?
Take over. Jackson.
I like your boobs.
All right, Jackson. Anderson calling Fox.
Clive's role here is like if a Dick Tracy video game was designed by Sid Meier. Run, Florist, run!
Come on, Coulter. You're getting out here.
Yes, it's not wise to keep the spider waiting.
This scene was a huge influence on Edgar Wright for Baby Driver. That florist is really putting the pedal to the metal. We're almost done here. Judd Hirsch in Taxi.
Gee, you think something's wrong with the radio, Mr. Anderson? We should have heard from Mr. Morris before this.
Was that a laugh track?
Morris reporting. No sign of car. Going through Casper to investigate.
All right, Morris. Other cars stand by for Morris report. Something's up, and I'm going to find out what it is.
I'm the only one in this case with any agency. The rest are all generic crewmen. They can't do anything without a direct order.
Why, he's gone.
He's not working on patent papers at all.
It's Steve Lockwood.
Oh, thank God, a character with the full name. He'll know what to do.
Hey, what's up?
That's what we'd like to find out. Here's the ambulance, but Dick Tracy and the Spider Gang have disappeared.
So there's been another car here.
Where there was only one set of tire tracks, that's where I was towing you.
Yeah.
His camera speaksing.
Delivery car. It headed south. That's it. They switched ticket to that florist truck. Quick, broadcast the description of that truck to the other cars. Come on, Mike.
Mike's in the car. Pretty sure he was coming whether you asked him or not. Oh no, a tire popped off. Oh, it's the transition.
I'll be back soon as I ditch the truck. Step on it. Come on, Calder. Come on, no funny work here.
You're gonna take the Winchester Mystery House tour and enjoy it.
Welcome, my dear Mr. Coulter. We are delighted to see you again.
We're wasting time. Take Coulter to the operating room.
All right, take him up.
Hey, and after we welcomed you so nicely...
Now, back up. Back up!
Perfect, you sound just like Lou Costello in that one scene in Who Done It.
I wouldn't use that telephone.
It has terrible service.
That gun.
Why, Dick? Why is his gun scarier than yours?
Mr. Coulter seems to have made a sudden and remarkable recovery.
If we can monetize his cure, that'll be way more lucrative than our
Examine
crimes.
Mr. Coulter's head. It may need a new dressing.
We're out of Thousand Island, you'll have to substitute ranch.
Dick Tracy.
Seems your wish has come true.
I expected Obsession to be a lot scarier.
Take Mr. Coulter's place.
A marvelous opportunity.
Duh.
Take the great Dick Tracy to the operating room.
We're gonna drop so many junior mints in him. We are the grapes of wrath. Ooh, Elmer earning his double and
Did you
credit.
see a florist truck go by here?
Yeah, I seen it. Went by here going lickety. That's he was really going.
Was the truck going straight?
No, he turned off up there on the curve by the old powerhouse, 90 miles an hour. It's a wonder he didn't up. He might have turned over.
Ah, sometimes I regret that I killed a Nate Oscar. swear we've never met before, have we?
Get the ether ready and the cone. Would you increase the heat under that sterilizer, Gordon?
Gordon. Gordon.
Spock!
Was that my brother, Gordon Tracy?
So, the great Dick Tracy did not recognize his own brother.
What have you done to change him so?
Why do you kill?
Really a simple little operation on the brain.
So, and that's what you're planning to do to me?
That's very sweet of you. I love doing anything my brother does.
You have taken his place. The ether!
I feel like we literally just saw the brothers united, but sure, we can tease it happening again next time. Well, that was the Devil in White, I guess. Who was the titular devil? Just that spider agent who was disguised as a doctor? If he's the devil, what does that make the lame one? Who thought that guy was the devil? Hugo the Sorcerer's Apprentice? I would like to thank my patrons not only for their continued financial support, but also for joining me on Patreon live streams to brainstorm jokes for this riff. If you would like to join the next Patreon live stream, even a $1 pledge gets you access, and additional pledges get you additional perks. For instance, at $3, you can hear the podcast I do with my wife, At Home with the Dogganses. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm off to hide my face in bandages and swap places with a future kidnapping victim. And until next time, this is Dave, signing off.